Chelsea star Mykhailo Mudryk still has a huge point to prove at Stamford Bridge. Yet there is a feeling that the Premier League clash against Arsenal this weekend could be his time to finally show why he cost the Blues £88 million. The Ukraine international netted his first goal for Chelsea in the 2-0 win against Fulham prior to the international break. Mudryk followed that up with his first international goal, scoring a stunning solo goal in the 3-1 win against Malta, helping Ukraine move closer to qualification for the European Championships next year. Many supporters have become frustrated with the lack of end product from Mudryk since he arrived in West London earlier this year, but there is clearly a talented player just waiting to break out. Mauricio Pochettino became the latest manager to be tasked with extracting the potential out of Mudryk at Chelsea, and there have been signs that the Argentine is succeeding so far this season, but the game against Arsenal represents the best chance for the Ukraine international to perform well. Mudryk will be coming up against his Ukrainian teammate, Oleksandr Zinchenko, and a familiar face could help him exploit the Arsenal star's weaknesses on Saturday. Zinchenko warned Mudryk against replicating his strike against Malta in the Premier League clash against the Gunners this weekend, which may encourage the 22-year-old winger to trust his ability more and be a difference-maker for the Blues. Chelsea captain Reece James is a major doubt to face Arsenal after suffering an injury setback. The defender has withdrawn from group sessions and is training alone at Cobham ahead of Arsenal's visit to Stamford Bridge on Saturday. Mauricio Pochettino had hoped to reintroduce his star defender to full-intensity training following a hamstring injury suffered in August. James is optimistic he has avoided a more major setback, but his return could now likely be delayed. Malo Gusto is available to step in, having served a 3-match ban following his red card against Aston Villa last month. The 20-year-old returns to London on Wednesday, having made his senior debut for France during the international break. Armando Broja and Carney Chukwuemeka are also doubts to face Mikel Arteta's title-chasing side on Saturday. Broja has had a small reaction after returning from a 10-month absence following knee surgery and is in a race to make the bench for the upcoming match. Nicholas Jackson will likely start up front against Arsenal with a cast on his wrist, having undergone minor surgery. Medical staff are also assessing how to handle Chukwuemeka after he felt knee pain upon his return to full training sessions. Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo are on Wednesday traveling back to Cobham after matches in South America with Argentina and Ecuador and will be assessed for tiredness upon their return. Cole Palmer and Axel Disasi are expected to recover from knocks during the international break, with Trevoh Chalobah and Benoit Badiashile soon returning from injury. Ben Chilwell, Christopher Nkunku, Romeo Lavia, Wesley Fofana and Marcus Bettinelli remain out. Adrien Rabiot says he is very happy at Juventus and with his position in the France setup, with a new contract in Turin beyond this season certainly a possibility. Rabiot's last contract with Juve was due to expire at the end of last season, and he did not sign a new deal until just days before he became a free agent. With it looking likely the Frenchman was due to leave the Italian giants, Chelsea were circling for his signature, but he committed his short-term future to Juventus instead of a high-profile switch to the Premier League. The contract he signed in June only runs until the end of this season, so questions will be asked again of his intentions beyond next summer, but he sounds relaxed about the situation. The 28-year-old has started all 8 of Juve's Serie A games so far this season and was in the starting 11 for France as they beat Netherlands on Friday, so everything is going well for him right now, although he didn't guarantee he would remain in Turin next season. "It is a club where I am happy and we are having a very good season," Rabiot told French media Telefoot. "Staying with a team I know very well, and the season before the European Championship seemed to me the best option. The club has faith in me. We will see later about the extension, but in any case I am very happy with my situation at the club and the French team." A 2-1 win over the Netherlands on Friday gave France 6 wins in 6 matches to comfortably qualify for Euro 2024, while the Netherlands battled Greece for second place. Board. Chelsea are set to once again look towards Brazil to make a signing. The Blues have already landed André Santos, Angelo Gabriel and David Washington from the South American League in 2023 and could return again. The West London side landed André Santos in January and have now seen him head on loan to Nottingham Forest for the duration of 2022/23 after a promising preseason, while Gabriel also showed some promise in the United States after joining from Santos but has since moved to Strasbourg on loan. David Washington remains with the Blues for the moment but was unavailable for the club's match against AFC Wimbledon in the Carabao Cup. Gabriel Moscardo now appears to be Chelsea's latest target from Brazil, however. Football.London takes a look at the 17-year-old. Moscardo is a 17-year-old midfielder who plays for Corinthians. The youngster came through the ranks of the Timão and made his first team debut earlier this year when he featured in the Copa Libertadores as a second-half substitute. The Corinthian starlet has since made 9 further senior appearances in a defensive midfield role. The Brazilian side are asking for a £21.4 million fee split into an £18 million price with just over £3 million in potential add-ons, according to reports. Much like Kendry Páez and Duan Richards, Moscardo would be too young to immediately join the Blues and would first have to turn 18. That would see the teenager remain with Corinthians for a further season, potentially. Christopher Nkunku has sent a message to his French teammates after confirming his place at Euro 2024 on Friday. Didier Deschamps' side, who beat the 2022 World Cup finalists, the 2018 World Champions and the 2016 European Championship finalists, booked their place in the tournament with victory over Netherlands. Lon. With 6 wins from 6, scoring 13 goals and conceding just once, it was another dominant performance for the Blues, and by beating Ronald Koeman's Dutch side they also ensured that Group B has a lot to play for before the final round. There are still 2 matches left in the qualifying round, but with second-placed Greece 6 points ahead of third-placed Netherlands, the gap is wide enough. France will face Scotland in a friendly on Tuesday before finishing their qualifiers in just over a month with Gibraltar and Greece referees. What makes this even more impressive for Deschamps is that he was able to do all of this without Nkunku as well as other key players, including Paul Pogba. Nkunku debuted for the national team in 2022 but has only appeared 10 times and has not scored a goal. This is down to his excellent form from 2020 onwards, which has established him as one of the most feared strikers in the world. Nkunku is yet to play for Chelsea since signing earlier this year for more than £50 million after another ill-timed injury kept him sidelined with another knee problem. He is unlikely to return to the team under Mauricio Pochettino until at least December, when a January 2024 return to action is more realistic.